Okay, y'all, we're going to start Unit 5, and we're going to start by ordering the sides and angles of triangles. So in triangles, the sides and the angles are related in a way that the sides and the angles opposite them are related to each other, the lengths and the measures of those. And opposite is a word we used when talking about isosceles triangles. We had sides that were opposite from angles, and we also said they were across from each other. It's the same idea here. So we can find the longest side in a triangle just by knowing which angle is the largest. So in this triangle QRS, angle S is the largest, it's 124 degrees. The side opposite that, we can start at the vertex and go across the triangle. The opposite side is QR. That means that QR is the longest side. Similarly, the largest angle is opposite from the longest side, so we can do that in reverse. If we find the longest side, which is QR here, it's 15, we can find the largest angle. It's across the triangle. Angle S here is the largest. So it might make sense that the shortest side is opposite the smallest angle. So before we found the biggest angle, here we can find the smallest angle. That's angle Q. The smallest side in this triangle is going to be across or opposite the smallest angle. So SR is the shortest side. And we can find the smallest angle by finding the shortest side first. And they are opposite from each other. So angle Q is the smallest angle. And of course, all of these go for the angle that is in between the largest and smallest and the side that is in between the longest and shortest. So if we want to order the sides here, just given the angle measures, we can start by finding the shortest side, and that will be we find the smallest angle, and that will be across from the shortest side. So the smallest angle here is angle M. The side across from angle M is side LN. And I'm talking about the length of that side, so I won't put the little segment symbol on top. The one in the middle here is angle L. It's across from NM. And the biggest is angle N, and the side across from that is LM. So we have a list here. We can list these from shortest to longest, or we can write them mathematically. The length of LN is less than the length of NM, which is less than the length of LM. So this top one, the first one I did was a list. The second one is an inequality. And the name of the unit is triangle inequalities. So it's important that you know how to write this. And this is a less than symbol. We're kind of reaching back into old math. So pause the video here, try this example, order the sides of the triangle from shortest to longest given the three angle measures. So I can just go find the smallest angle, which is angle M, find the side across from it, and I can see that LN is the smallest. it will be less than LM, which is less than side across from the biggest angle, NM. Again, that's in the inequality format. If you want to list them, we can just list them. You might see these both ways on a test or a quiz. We can also order the angles from smallest to largest, and of course you might be asked to order from largest to smallest. You got to be careful there. Read the question, make sure you're ordering in the direction that you're being asked. So we'll start with the smallest here. That's the angle that's the smallest is going to be across from the smallest side, which is XZ. So that gives us angle Y. The next smallest, or the next biggest, whichever way you want to say it, is 16. The angle across from that side is angle Z. And last but not least, the biggest side is 22, and the angle across from it is angle X. So we can write this in inequality. The measure of angle Y is less than the measure of angle Z is less than the measure of angle X. You might see it this way, getting rid of the measure, or we can make a list. Angle Y, angle Z, angle X. 3 different ways to show your answer to this problem. Pause the video, check this triangle out, and list or order, using an inequality, the angles of the triangle from the smallest to the largest. So our smallest side here is 9. Across from that is angle S, so that's the smallest angle. The next is 11. It's across from angle U. And the biggest is 13. It's across from angle T. We got to make sure when we're writing this inequality, we're not confusing the angle symbol and what looks like the angle symbol but is not, the less than. So make sure you get all your symbols in there and you draw them correctly. So the angle symbol has a flat bottom to it, which is a little bit difficult to draw sometimes, but you should make it different than the less than symbol. So try these 2 problems, very similar to the ones you just did. Use those as an example. Try these 2 problems in your notes, and we will see you in class.